respect.
I think the majority of the people enjoyed going to work, you know, because it was, you had a lot of fun, even with the managers. You see, there's a subtle difference. Most of the firms, when I was that age, was owned by family, you know, and family was a far better and more natural relation and friendly relationship than with the big, you know, combines and that.
I only have a couple of friends who are freelance. The rest work the 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 as it is nowadays in most places. They don't have a structured day, and they're quite envious of the fact that I can go and meet a friend for lunch and perhaps take 2 hours or even give myself a day off in the week.
When we have done our 25 years, a practice I think that's dying out now, and when we finished completely, they gave us a carriage clock. I often wonder why we need reminding so much of the passage of time when we're just glad to settle down and enjoy retirement, when the clock has ceased to mean anything to us, really. If I could have carried on another 50 years, I'd have filled the room full of clocks.
For many poor people, the dot-com age has passed them by. The survey by the Office of National Statistics found that internet usage has doubled since last year, but there remain huge regional variations. In Scotland and North East England, just 14% of households are online, compared to around a quarter in London and the South East.
The internet companies tend to focus very much on richer individuals, those who have got money to burn, high disposable incomes, and hence might buy goods and services over the internet, which tends to leave, unfortunately, a lot of the poorer investors and so forth out in the cold simply because they don't necessarily have enough money to purchase goods over the net yet.
So the poor are not attractive?
Not particularly at the moment, no.
At the moment, social exclusion does seem to be a cyber reality, but children from all backgrounds are cottoning on to the internet, and before long we'll all be able to log on from our television sets. In the meantime, as more and more services go online, some people are getting left behind. The vision of collecting your dole money or ordering your Meals on Wheels online mightn't be that far away.
You've got to be in it to win it. That's the philosophy of this advertising agency, which says the internet's transformed it from a small Hull-based firm to a truly global player.
I think we're all a little bit afraid of computers on the odd occasion, and you need to be realistic. You have to consider that this is a huge market, it's a global market, it's a shrinking world, and if we don't use computers, we won't survive.
But while young, typically middle-class users are exploiting the web, there are warnings today of a digital divide. The Prime Minister told a conference that half of those now online come from the UK's top social groups, and the have-nots are missing out on the new industrial revolution.
Our job, therefore, is to make sure it isn't the preserve of just an elite few, but it is available and open to all of us. Our job, in other words, is to democratise this new economy.
The government's pledged to ensure everyone in the UK has access to the internet within 5 years. Public places like libraries, shopping centres, even pubs are to have terminals. And at job centres, vacancies throughout Britain will be displayed on free access screens. The proposals are aimed at people like these New Deal students from Liverpool. Though they learn internet skills for free at college, most have no other computer access.
Like, my mum and dad can't actually afford one, so it does help actually coming to college and having the computers and the internet access.
I think it's good, because I mean, you know, at home I haven't got a computer, so in college I can refer to it on the net.
Loughborough has its share of high-tech companies, but it's also home to several low-income communities too, so a fitting location for the Prime Minister to launch a new initiative to get more of us online.
The whole shape of our economy will be changed by this new technology. I have absolutely no doubt about that at all. That's why UK Online is so vital.
The new government drive will see an initial 600 online access centres, growing to 6,000 by 2002. There'll be extra money to help business, and a new push to make government services, like getting a driving licence or booking a hospital appointment, available via the internet.
The Tuesday one.
It's through online centres like this one in the centre of Loughborough that Mr Blair intends to bring the internet to all. Surbi Shah, who works in a local factory, is here to sign up for a computer course to learn new skills.
Everything is in technology nowadays, and I'm thinking of changing the job. So I think that's the first step you should take.
It's a small town in Georgia, but LaGrange is a place with big ambitions. As America agonises over what's been called the digital divide, LaGrange's mayor says it was vital that all 27,000 citizens should share in the new technology.
To be able to have a benefit for the entire community, to be able to have communication across the entire community with everyone, every single family, regardless of their wealth, regardless of their status, needed to be connected to the internet and the World Wide Web.
The real danger is that in 5 years' time, if you haven't got internet access, if you haven't got basic computing skills, you just won't be able to get a job, you won't be able to take part in the things that everybody else takes for granted.